Now this is Carlos Montoya arriving at our house in my brother's Mercury, brand new Mercury. And there I am getting out of the car. And there Carlos Montoya sitting at the house, my brother Henry, my sister Zoraida, and me, and who else is there? Albie, my other brother, and my mom. She had cooked a wonderful dinner for him, and we would all have a wonderful time eating and talking, and he would tell us about his tour in the United States, and then he wanted me to play the guitar for him because he wanted to know what I've learned and if I've been improving. And so I'd play the guitar for him, and then he would play the guitar for us, and we would all be mesmerized by his playing because he was very fast and very accurate. And after he would play the guitar, we would have coffee and maybe a liqueur or something, and then we would drive him to the theater where he would do his concerts. And then he would go on to the next city. You know, he would do like all the major cities in the United States, and he was considered as one of the top guitarists in the country at that time. And he was performing all the time. And there's my sister Zoraida and me, and we're all doing the clapping. There's my sister Sarah dancing, and there she's dancing the bulerías and having a good time because we wanted to all do a good job for Carlos Montoya. This is a rehearsal that my brother Henry's sitting on the left, and me and my sister Zoraida and my sister Fatima, and we're rehearsing for a show that we were going to do at the Wooshry Bell, I believe, and she's dancing here. Seems to me like she's dancing bulerías, and we're playing the guitar, and we would rehearse in our living room because we had a huge house. Since there was 11 children in the family, we had a big house, and we would just pull the rug back, and the girls would dance on the wooden floors, and they were wonderful floors. And they're dancing here and rehearsing, and they're doing their gypsy steps. And this is Carmen Amaya's nephew, Curro, and that's Sabicas, the famous guitarist, who's dancing at a party. Another one of our parties at home, and my brother Henry playing the guitar. And that's Sabicas dancing with a cigarette in his hand. And that's me. I was real shy in those days, so they wanted me to dance, and I didn't want to dance, but they forced me to come out and do some few steps. And there's Sabicas playing the guitar. And he kept asking me, are they recording this? Are they recording this? Does it have any sound? And that's Carmen Amaya doing hand clapping and having a good time while sitting at the dinner table. And she's clapping for bulerías. She was an incredible artist. She made $1 million in 1 year. In 1943, and also did a command performance for President Roosevelt at the White House. That's Henry, my brother Henry, Enrique, and we're practicing here again for another show, and we were doing duets, and I'm playing some scale variations, and he's doing the rhythm for me, and then my sisters are doing the hand clapping. And that's Fatima on the right, my sister Carmen in the middle, and Zoraida on the left, and she's singing. And this was the rehearsal that we were doing at the house. We would practice all the time these variations so that we were sure that we were together. And that's my sister Fatima singing. And that's my sister Carmen dancing Bulerias. And I think she was like 14 years old there. All right, this is Manuel Sangüesa. He was from northern Spain, and he was a Jesuit priest. And then he became a classical guitar teacher, and he was teaching us a classical piece to my brother Henry, who's sitting there on the left, and me. We're both trying to figure out what all the music was about, because we didn't know how to read music very well. And he was teaching us how to read music and how to play classical pieces. And he was a real smart guy. He was a very nice person and a friend of the family's. And there's Henry trying to figure out how this piece works. I think it was a piece called Lágrimas by Francisco Tárrega, who was a famous Spanish composer and guitarist who was considered to be the Chopin of the guitar. And he's showing us the pieces now. He's playing here the piece to show us how it sounds. Now this is Jose Greco's family. This is Charo, part of Jose Greco's company, and they were having dinner at the house. And this is Gitanillo Bronce from Madrid, and that was Carlos Ramos, the famous guitarist, and that's my nephew Carmelo, and these are the dancers that were with Jose Greco's company. And that's Gracia de Sacramonte, and that's one of the dancers in the company. They were all clowning around and having a good time. We were all like family, and they were so happy to have some Spanish food. My mother was a wonderful cook, so they would have all these nice soups and potages, and we'd have all kinds of Spanish dishes, of course. And everyone was having a wonderful time. And that's my mom on the right, and that's Charo. She used to dance the tangos. And there's Gracia de Sacramonte, and her husband is the nephew of Jose Greco. And there's Miguel Garcia, the little guitarist with Carlos Ramos. They were the three guitarists of the company. And another guitarist from Granada, an older man, Mr. Hidalgo, I remember his name. And these are all the dancers that were in the Jose Greco company, all having a good time with my sister Sarah. And now they're dancing. And everyone's clapping and having a good time. And there's Zoraida. And there's another dancer. She's from Sevilla, really nice lady. And there's another dancer. He teaches in Sevilla now. He doesn't perform anymore, but that was back in the 50s when he was a dancer in the company. And that's one of Greco's guitarists, and he got him up to dance, Miguel Garcia. He's from Sevilla. And he was Greco's guitarist for like 15 years. And everyone's having a wonderful time cutting up and doing the clapping and the singing and the dancing. Everyone would get up and do a little step. You know, and then here's this character over here pretending he's a woman. He was a very good dancer, by the way. And I think her name was Isabel, and he was Mr. Hidalgo. He was a very serious man. He was from Granada, from the Gypsy Caves, and he was one of the guitarists. And this is another one of the dancers in Greco's company. I think her name was Pepita, which is Pepe, which is Josephine. So everyone's having a wonderful time and drinking and eating and dancing and doing hand clapping and just partying in the flamenco gypsy way.